Hi. All right. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a really excellent Monday. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to make this quick because I only have 11 minutes. Was there ever a real moment? Was anything ever real with a narcissist? Two quick stories. So, yes, I remember two real, very real moments that I did have that I knew were real with the narc. Um, so the first is my ex-husband. Um, After the divorce, before I went no contact, um, he hit me up. Like I was just like chilling on the couch, and I was like, try not to be bummed out in general, right? It was pretty fresh, and he hit me up via text, and he was like, of course he had his little motor car, his little motorbike, and he was like, do you want to go for a ride? And I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? But I went downstairs to meet him, and um, he pulled a like half pint of liquor out of his pocket or whatever. And I was kind of like astonished that he was drinking since he used to always tease me whenever I drank, right? That's neither here nor there. So he pulled this like ball of liquor out of his pocket, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going home. I'm going upstairs. And he was like, I'm coming up with you or whatever. And so I let him, right? And he just kept like hugging me, all right? Which was unusual because he had been so mean, you know what I'm saying? That I'm like, this is not you. You have not shown affection forever. Why are you hugging me? But he sat down in my kitchen, like on the floor, and he just started crying, right? And he was like, I'm like, what's going on? What's wrong? He's like, I have nothing. I have nothing. Like, my life is shit. I have nothing. And, like, like he really, I could tell that he really, like, meant it. That he was, like, sad. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, I was very empathetic. So I slid down um, the cupboards of the kitchen to the floor with him. And I put my hand on his hand and I tried to comfort him. And I'm like, define what nothing is to you. Because you have your life, you have this, you're talented, you have these things going on for you. You know what I mean? What do you mean that you have like nothing? You know? And for a moment in time, we were friends. Like in that moment, we were friends. It was one friend just comforting another friend, right? And I was kind of like, I was excited because I felt like we're actually getting somewhere in some small way, even though we're not together. Like, we're friends, you know what I'm saying? And I looked at him and I was like, well, what else? And he's like, well, if you were ever with anyone else, I would be actually devastated. And he would never have said that to me, probably without the liquid courage, right? But it was nice to hear, how he seemingly felt. Anyway, so I said, are you going to remember this tomorrow? And he was like, yes, yes. He was still crying. I'm going to remember all of these things tomorrow. And I was like, okay. But secretly, I thought in the back of my head, like, nah, you'll remember it, but you're not going to say anything. Guaranteed. The next day, I was like, so do you remember what you said, like yesterday? Like, we really got somewhere. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't remember anything. I was drunk. I was like, you said A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? And he's like, nah, man, I was just really drunk. It just got me in my feels, but I was drunk, so I don't remember, like, half the things I said, to be honest. And I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? It was just, like, one of the saddest fucking things to ever watch. Story number 2. So, I've been moved from North Carolina, and my dad, who was, before my stepmom died, he was still married to her, but at this point in time, they had separate houses, right? Maybe like 30 minutes apart from each other in North Carolina. And he was like, you should come and visit me, like I'm lonely, blah, blah, blah. So I went to visit him or whatever. Okay, so I go to visit him. I'm not going to go dive deep into the fact that he had a whore on the couch when I got in the door, but after the hoe left, I had one more day to stay there, right? Me and my son, who was like maybe 5 at the time. He's 13 now. So, anyway, and so it was about like 5 a.m. And I had kind of insomnia, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm going to creep downstairs and watch TV and just chill until I can like fall asleep. His door, he was staying in his office on like a pull-out couch or something. I had the master bedroom. When I got past his room, tiptoeing, right, he called my name. I'm like, shit. So I walk in the room and I sit next to him on the bed, and he starts talking about how he's like scared to die. He doesn't know like when he's gonna die, and how it just like really scared him and everything. And I know that this is like a subject that he genuinely like was scared about and is still scared about. And I sat down next to him, same way, and comforted him and talked to him about how none of us know when we're going to go, and how we have to value certain things in life because we can't take material things with us and things like that, but that everything was going to be okay, you know. And he seemed very, very comforted in the words that I was speaking and the fact that I was just there. And he came in the room maybe a couple hours later and woke me up, and he put money on the drawer, on the dresser, right? He's like, just in case you need anything, which narcissistic parents usually do that. And a lot of narcissists do that. Not all, but like parents wise, they'll like not be able to show their love, but they'll like give you money or buy you something. You know what I'm saying? To imply that they love you. Anyway, so then I was like, all right, Dad, thanks, whatever. So I expected him, like any normal person, to see me off the next day. And of course, when I woke up, he was not home. He was out banging some hoe probably. And I called him to be like, yo, we're about to leave. And he was like, oh, yo, well, whatever. Just like lock the door on your way out. Really cold. Cold as fuck. As if we never had that conversation that was incredibly real, where I thought, yet again, we were getting somewhere. And that was on my heart for some reason, I thought maybe someone out there, one of you guys, even if it's just one of you guys, that needed to hear that. But yes, there are real moments. Those were the only 2 real moments I've ever had with 2 separate narcissists. But I was like, wow, those were real moments. And in each case, both cases, right? It's like they recognized that they were being actually like genuine for a second, scared the shit out of them, caught themselves, and was like, oh, okay, gotta ditch you again, gotta ghost, you know what I'm saying? And they just like, both of them never spoke a real word to me ever again. Except for one time, when I was arguing with my ex-narc husband, or my narcissistic ex-husband, to be clear and correct. And he was standing in my walk-in closet, and I was sitting in the bathroom where, like, you had to go through the closet to get in the bathroom. Efficiency, right? And he mumbled, "That's why I hate you and I never loved you." And I remember pushing the bathroom door open and being like, you know what, thank you. Because that's the first real thing you have ever said to me. Which was sad, but yes. There are real moments that you'll have with a narc. Don't count them all as like, fake. They're real ones, but when they catch themselves being real with a real one, they usually ditch out. So anyway, those are my nighttime thoughts. It's 11:03 right now on Monday morning, and I hope you guys have a really awesome rest of your week. I will get up with you because I have some awesome sauce videos coming for you guys. But I just wanted to share my thoughts, Maybe it's a part of getting older. I'm going to be 40 next year. God willing, right? I'll get to turn 40. I'm not going to drink a 40. I'm too old for that, I guess. But anyway, I love y'all, and I hope you have a wonderful night.